What's up, YouTube? This is Bat Crescent 068 for Grim Crescent Productions, coming to you today with a Madden NFL 25 gameplay and commentary. Now, this is a game I recorded last night, actually, and it's the Baltimore Ravens versus the Denver Broncos. I'm playing as the Broncos, and it's actually a preview for Thursday night's NFL season opener, in which the Denver Broncos do indeed take on the Baltimore Ravens. I'm a pretty big Ravens fan, actually, but I think I like the Broncos a little bit better. That's why I played as them in this game. Just because without Ray Lewis, I lost a lot of my fandom for the Ravens. I mean, I'm so glad they won the Super Bowl last year. I'm so glad that Ray Lewis got to retire a Super Bowl champion and everything like that. I'm exhilarated at that. But I feel like without Ray Lewis, the team just wasn't what it was, at least for me. So I chose to go with the Broncos because Peyton Manning is awesome. And now he has Wes Welker. As if he wasn't good enough without Wes Welker. Now he's got Tom Brady's top target, which I think is incredible and awesome. Now, Madden 25 has been out for approximately a week now, and I'm very satisfied with the game. I mean, I haven't played it super duper much because it's only been out for a week and I haven't just sat here and no-lifed it, but I think it's been a good game. I think it is a good game. I love the presentation. As you can see right now, these opening theatrics for the two teams, I think they're very well done, very high production value. I mean, this really does look like something you would see on TV. And then right here, it's a perfect cut to the stadium shot. Perfect cut. I mean, it looks like something you would see on CBS. They really upped the ante last year with the presentation level, and they did it again this year. They really just refined it and made it feel like the closest thing to a television broadcast I've ever seen in a football video game. I mean, they did a really good job with the presentation especially, but they also really honed in on the in-game mechanics. You know, there's less of that wild flopping around that we saw in 13 that was so disorienting because they're trying to create an accurate real-life NFL Sunday performance, and when you have people tripping over each other for nonsense, it really takes you out of that in-game feel that trying to become an NFL presentation. So I'm really glad they reformed that. It's not totally gone, but it's drastically reduced from the just absolute abundance we saw in Madden 13. So that's a much needed thing. So right here, I win the coin toss and pull a Bill Belichick and elect to kick off first. We're playing 2-minute quarters. And sadly, I will admit I'm playing on pro difficulty. I haven't really mastered this one yet. Hopefully my next video will be on all pro or all Madden. But I'm still trying to get a hang of it, so cut me some slack. Joe Flacco, Super Bowl MVP right here, coming onto the field. I love the little overlays which they put on when the quarterbacks come to the field. I mean, after a while they do get a little bit recycled, and I think they are the same ones from last year, maybe with a few minor improvements, but I do really like those thing. And right here, Ray Rice, an excellent running back. I'm very lucky that I have Champ Bailey on my side to stop him. Another thing, if you look at the offensive lines, there's a small little Papa John's icon on the left side, and Madden is pretty much full of these. The 25 edition is. There's advertisements everywhere, which some people would say, oh, look at cheap EA. It's not bad enough. It's bad enough they charge us $60 for a game, and then they're going to include advertisements too? That's just cheap. Well, while it may be cheap, admittedly, and huge sack right there, get down, son! Boss. But it may be cheap, but because the NFL itself is so oversaturated with advertisements, I mean, literally, people are quite honestly competing to become the official tampon of the NFL. I mean, it's getting to be ridiculous. But even though Madden and EA might have pulled the cheap way just for the money, it actually gives it a more authentic feel. Being doused with advertisements. A nice swat right there by my defensive line. Excellent job by him. Right here, they're going to come out and punt on this 4th and 15. Very satisfied with the way me and my defense performed. Broncos put in work. There's no deep pass that the safety forgot to block like the AFC divisional round last year. I think it's divisional round, which, might I say, the season opener is a rematch of last year's AFC playoff game between the Broncos and the Ravens right here at Mile High Stadium. So, as I said previously, this matchup is a prerequisite to, or a preview rather, to the real-life NFL season opener on Thursday, where the Broncos will take on the Ravens, and I am very excited about this matchup. I don't know about you all, but I am ready for some football. It's been long enough now that my manly footballness is just kicking up, and I just want to see huge tackles and massive catches, and I'm really excited. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Panthers fan. Love the Panthers. They haven't been doing anything in recent years, so I'm really hoping this is their year. And yeah, I'm hoping this is their year. Maybe not. So Manning right here, this right here is unrealistic from an NFL broadcast. That was jarring. I mean, Manning outside the pocket, what? That can only happen in Madden, really. But right there, I scramble outside, didn't see anyone open, so I just threw it away. Boring play, but a safe one. This isn't like Madden 2004 where you can just run around and throw a bomb with Michael Vick or something. This is 25, which is a lot more realistic. Nice catch there by Dreesen, or however you pronounce his name. Good throw by Manning. Great job. I love the instant replay system in this one. If you notice the graphic that they used at Primetime Football, once again, very high quality, very high production value. Good, looks real. I mean, it really looks like something you'd see on CBS, Fox, or ESPN. I mean, it's really good. So right here, I try to hike it before first quarter's over, but don't get the chance. As I said, I'm playing with 2-minute quarters, which really completely changes the game, at least in my mind, because it becomes less about regular football and more about just controlling the ball, which is an integral part of regular football, but still, time of possession is really of the utmost importance in 2-minute quarters. So you'll see me trying to do a little bit of that, although I kind of do deviate from that a little bit. But right here, we're in the red zone. There's few other quarterbacks I'd rather have than Manning in this red zone right here. I mean, maybe one or two others, but not many. Right here, make a quick little audible. Oh, I'm so lucky that wasn't picked off. I'm so lucky he didn't run with it. Corey Graham, big Super Bowl player. He had an excellent Super Bowl for the Ravens, and I feel like in real life that probably would have been a pick six. But thankfully this isn't real life, and I'm still in the red zone, and I got a 2nd and 10 to go. So another thing about Madden 25 that kind of carries over from 13, there's a ton of shotgun plays as I just get brutally sacked. And oh no! What? Manning's injured. I was literally furious at this play because I think, who's this Osweiler guy? I mean, what the heck? I've never even heard of him. I played as the Broncos to have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and now, oh, he's done. Scumbag Ravens over here. But wait a minute, I throw it to Dreesen, and what? What? Touchdown! Broncos, that's right. First pass with the backup quarterback. Touchdown Ravens. I mean, touchdown against the Ravens. Booyah. Take that. Look at John Fox. He has the shoulders of Bane. I mean, my goodness. Look at that. I mean, I'm kind of sick of them portraying NFL coaches as just these hulking superhero figures. I mean, they're really not that big. Unless you're talking about Rex Ryan, who's big for a totally different reason. But scored the touchdown. Feeling pretty good about that with the backup quarterback. Excellent play by my tight end right there. That's awesome. But anyway, as I was saying, I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit about what I have planned. Pretty much for the whole football season, I'm planning to pick one game of the week, the Sunday night game, which I classify my Madden 25 game of the week. And I'm going to upload that very similar to this. Upload those games. And then another game every week, I'm going to be doing a flashback game of the week, which is a real-life matchup, but I'm going to be playing it in a previous iteration of Madden. Which what I did for every week, I went down and I found the closest game in terms of team ratings in the old Maddens. And then selected that week. So I'll hopefully have one of those up for y'all pretty soon after this one. Already got it recorded. It's a good game. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that throughout the entire season. Hope y'all will enjoy that. So yeah, those are my plans for the season. And oh no! They pulled a same thing that they did in the championship game. How hard is it to not let a receiver get behind you if your job is a dadgum safety? I mean, dadgum, that's your only job. But they do it again, and I'm extremely lucky that I just get the tractor beam tackle, which is still as evident as ever in Madden 25. I'm extremely lucky I get that tractor beam on my side. And thus I bring him down before he got the touchdown. But needless to say, that's a real killer to the old morale right there when they complete a pass that big. It's right here. I'm just trying to do an audible so maybe my safeties won't have to cover anybody, because it seems they're as inept in the game as they are in real life. And I thought that was a tough call, because I thought that was not going to be a touchdown, and then I thought it was going to be a touchdown, and it turns out it was a touchdown. So the Ravens came back and shoved it in my face, and now, booyah, it's 7-7. On a side note, there have been a lot of injuries in this game. That's the third injury that we've had thus far. I don't know if that's something that is just, it's more common in Madden 25, or that's just something unique to this game. I'm really not sure. I hope it's just something unique to this game, because I really don't like it when all your players get injured. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not too fun. Especially when you're playing as the Broncos and dadgum Peyton Manning gets injured. I mean, oh yeah, that's great. But thankfully Manning is back in. And even though old what's-his-face, Osweiler, or however you pronounce his name, threw me a good touchdown, Manning is my, well, man. And oh snap, is it complete? Oh, to Welker, the touchdown. The touchdown, I tried to do a little dance, but apparently that's not in the game anymore. First play of the drive, Manning to Welker. I hope to see that a lot in real life this season. I think that Welker is just going to take Manning to a whole nother level, and these Broncos are going to be really good. I hope to see some of that Thursday night, regardless of who wins. But right there, perfect throw to Welker. Welker just kind of just dodges the guy. I mean, he's just so elusive. He's hard to tackle, even if he's not juking or spinning or hurdling. I mean, even just standing there, the guy is just hard to tackle. So he definitely used that ability, and Flacco does not look pleased that I just one-upped him. So I'm going to kick it off again. Reed will return this one. Downs it. For a touchback, which is a very wise move. You don't want my special teams, because I'm Batman. In all seriousness, though, this is going on a completely side note. Ben Affleck is Batman. Don't know how I really feel about that. He was great in Argo. Maybe, I think he might be good. I don't know. He'll be great as Bruce Wayne. It's just Batman is kind of, I don't know if he'll make a great Batman, but oh well. I have high hopes for Man of Steel 2. The first one was good, and the Dark Knight trilogy was amazing, so hopefully if Christopher Nolan stays on in some role, at least some role. I mean, I know Zack Snyder's directing it, but as long as he's executive producer, executive something, heck, if he wrote the dadgum thing, that would be amazing, but something. And he drops the pass midfield, which I got very lucky about that. I mean, that was a good throw there by Flacco, and he just dropped it, which I've noticed there's a lot of that in this new game. There's a lot of that where if you throw it to your receiver, he'll hang on to it for about 3 milliseconds. Then he gets hit, and then he drops it. There's a whole lot more of that than in previous iterations. Or at least I have noticed that in my play with it. So I take a timeout just because this is Madden, and you know, hey, well, what else are you supposed to do in Madden other than run up the score? So a nice punt there, although the coverage team is not doing great. And Holiday, that brings me to an issue right here. In this new Madden, the whole way you go about collisions carries over from 13, and it's kind of different from all previous Maddens. So, for people like me who've been playing, I think I've been playing since 06. You know, I've been playing Madden for a while. It's kind of jarring because as a runner, you will get caught on your own lineman. You know what I'm saying? Your lineman will be able to knock you over. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. And it's kind of jarring, to me at least, because in previous iterations, yeah, I mean, they would block you, but you could easily maneuver around them, and you can't really do that anymore. Not saying that's a bad thing, it's actually probably a good thing, but it's definitely going to take me at least some time to get used to that, because I'm used to just being able to cut. But I play a lot of 09 and 10 because I think those were two of the best years that I've ever played. So I'm sure with experience it'll get better. But once again, I scramble, which is totally unrealistic for Manning. But you know what? Hey, it's a video game. But I scramble and I just decide to throw it away because this Ravens secondary, even Ed Reed-less Ravens secondary, is still pretty intimidating. Nice throw there. I love that route. It's a great route in 2-minute drills like this. Because it's normally, unless you just have Darrelle Revis or Champ Bailey or another top tier cornerback covering your receiver, normally it's a pretty standard, easy completion right there. And it's fairly easy to get out of bounds. So it's a good route right there. So new motion control passing. I thought they put that in 09, 10 or something like that. I love how sometimes they will try to market stuff like it's new and it's been around forever. Like I'm shocked they don't say new hit stick. Right there, nice catch. Wes Welker, you can always depend on him to make a catch. I mean, always. And pretty much you can always depend on Manning to make a throw. So easy, basically extra point field goal right there. And there you go. I go up at halftime. 17-7, I believe the score is. Yep. And once again, the Verizon Wireless halftime show, which, once again, I mean, you could say it's saturated with ads, but to me, it adds a level of authenticity to the game. So welcome back. Halftime stats. As you can see, I'm dominating in pretty much every area. And this is another new feature they added to 25. They have a sideline reporter now, which just adds another level of that game day feel. I mean, it's not incredibly useful. I mean, she kind of just says what Jim Nantz and Phil Simms would have said in previous installments, meaning 13. But oh snap, Holiday's running with it. Oh snap, all the way to the 40. Get some. Boss. Huh? In case you don't know, I like Rick Ross. Please sound off in the comments. If you too like Rick Ross, I don't really like him because he's a great artist, but I like him because I think his rhymes are downright hilarious. I mean, if you listen to his songs, he rhymes boss. You see, I just had a list. Both with Roth, as much as Lil Wayne rhymes the N-word with the N-word. So, I think that's funny. To me. And a nice pass again by Manning. And this is, I think, his third time scrambling outside the pocket. So you know, however accurate this preview to Thursday night's game is, you know you will not see that. Manning outside of the pocket 3 times? What? Never will happen. I mean, if you see once, you're one of the rare people. I mean, you're one of the chosen few who's ever seen that. So right here, I think that was actually an option play. I have no idea why the Broncos are running an option play with Peyton Manning. It's kind of like running an option play with Tom Brady. I mean, I don't really get the merit to it, but I chose not to run with it as Manning. And my running back, Ball, who I'm not overly familiar with him, but he seems to be a good back. At least in the context of this game, he had a pretty good game. So right here, hand off again the ball, and just as I compliment him, he gets stuffed. Regardless of the Ray Lewis-less, Ed Reed-lessness of this Ravens defense, they still are quite good, and they still are quite adept at stopping the run and the pass, as you all have seen in this game. Right here, Welker open again. You think by this time they would have double covered him or something, but just slips it right through there. You see Peyton Manning having a great day, 152 yards, 1 TD. I mean, that's pretty good for 2-minute quarters. And right here, I'm really hoping that I see this a lot in real life, because I'm thinking just Welker and Manning will kind of have that same chemistry that Brady and Welker had. And I think that Manning, at this point, could use him a little bit more and a little bit better than Brady. I mean, I don't know. There's a huge debate to whether, who's the better quarterback, Brady or Manning? Brady or Manning? I mean, it's been raging for years, but I think that with Welker, he'll just add a little extra something to the Broncos that I think they were missing this year. So the end of the third quarter, chose just to let the play clock run out. But yeah, I think that Wes Welker will add an extra dimension to this Broncos offense. So it's the end of the third, 17-7, an uneventful quarter, but I'm poised to score again. We'll see if I actually will. I love the stadium shots in this game, too. Once again, it's just that one extra little add-on that adds to the whole presentation of the game and makes it feel that one step closer to the real broadcast. And right there, that was a horrible decision on my part. Horrible decision. Could have been picked off. Thankfully, it wasn't. So glad that wasn't Ed Reed. Let me just say that. So right here, Madden, Ask Madden. I like to use the Ask Madden feature just because, to me, I can navigate my way through a playbook, as you saw there. But to me, it's just so much easier just to have a selection of plays outlined for you, just to give you at least a little bit of context of what play you think you should run. But sometimes, Ask Madden be tripping, y'all. And sometimes he just recommends bad plays, so you have to take things into your own hands, as I do here. And yeah, so right here, I'm 2 for 2 on third down. I'm hoping that trend will continue. Hoping it will result in a touchdown. So I'm kind of struggling with hot routes right here. I forgot that you have to press up now. I forgot that that was an iteration on 13. And touchdown to Dresden. Or Dresden. Please, someone correct me in the comments. Tell me what I'm how you're supposed to pronounce his name. I really need to look that up. But I'm still used to hot routes being Y, so a little bit of the struggle continues there. A touchdown again, that makes it 23-7. If I nail this extra point, it'll be 24-7. And it's good. So 24-7. Pretty much got this game in the books now. I mean, with a minute 51, I don't even think Flacco can come back from that deficit, especially taking into account how well my defense has been playing today. So, all in all, I would definitely give Madden 25 a recommendation to all my friends, all of you. I mean, if you haven't liked Madden in the past, chances are you won't like it this year. I mean, it doesn't pioneer any new features or give any astounding new add-ons or anything like that. I mean, it's pretty much the same stuff, different day. I mean, it's got a little bit of that Call of Duty syndrome. I mean, it's good, as always, but it's the same stuff. I mean, if you're coming here for a new experience, you aren't going to be satisfied. A good play right there by Flacco hitting Reed. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you're a Madden fan, I definitely think this is worth picking up. So far, I mean, I haven't spent an exuberant amount of time with it, but it's a good game. It's got a good feel to it. I think it plays a little bit better than 13. That being said, if you have been playing 13 for a while, you will still be able to jump right in to this game without a problem at all. Nice pass there by Flacco. I don't agree with it being named 25. I think they should have stuck with the 15. Because I know that it's a big anniversary for Madden, and I totally understand the principle. Another nice pass. Reed's killing me. It's a very nice principle to commemorate their anniversary. But I don't feel like they give enough to make it a true anniversary edition. And Flacco's out too. I mean, everybody's getting injured. Let's see if they have as much luck with their secondary quarterback as I do. But there's not enough truly, in my opinion, additional add-on nostalgic content to really make it feel like a true anniversary edition. But it's still an excellent Madden game. So if you come in expecting this great grand hoopla of just commemorating Madden, you'll be disappointed. I mean, aside from the All-25 team and little other stuff like that, there's not much in the game to commemorate the anniversary. But if you come in just expecting another iteration of Madden, I think you'll be very pleased. It really takes everything that 13 did well and improves upon that, as well as fixing the changes. So I would recommend it to all the football and Madden fans out there. So right here, a big situation. Can the rookie quarterback convert? Nope. Throws it at the feet of my defender. Right there. Yeah, incomplete pass. Once again, I love the replay system. Love the overall presentation of the game. Really good. So once again, if you're a Madden fan, I'd recommend getting this game, at the very least, renting it. Just to see if you like it. I mean, honestly, I'd probably recommend that before buying it, just to get a feel for it. But at the very least, renting it. And right here, I decide to blitz, and boom! Get sacked! And that will conclude the game, folks. Pretty much, Ravens couldn't convert. I feel like if Flacco was in there, they would have had a better chance. But still, chances are they wouldn't have done overly well. But so, thank all of you I thank all of you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that, seeing this made you pumped up for Madden 25 and the start of the football season on Thursday. And please like the video and comment the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And please check out our other videos. And once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll let Jim Nantz and Phil Simms cover the rest. See you later.
This game's come to an end. You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country, all your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
Well, what an exciting game it was, and let's go to our GMC never say never moment of the game. It's been a game we'll always remember. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, so glad to bring it to you.